5 things you should teach your children as soon as possible. We live in a world that's changing at an incredible speed. Our children are growing up surrounded by screens, social media, countless influences, and an overload of information. In the middle of all this, raising them can sometimes feel like rowing against the current. But if there's one thing we must remember, it's that practical wisdom, good judgment, and the ability to make sound decisions are essential lessons we, as parents, need to pass on. 1. Teach them to think, not just to follow. Knowledge and common sense aren't inherited, they're taught. We need to raise our children to think critically, to understand, and to develop self-control. Today, this means helping our kids to form their own opinions, to resist peer pressure, and to create their own filters for what they see, hear, and are told. More than filling their schedules with activities, the challenge is helping them learn how to think. Ask them what they think, how they feel, what they would do in certain situations. Educating isn't about imposing, it's about guiding. 2. Your actions speak louder than your words. They say children listen with their eyes. If we want our children to be responsible, we need to show responsibility ourselves. If we want them to be empathetic, we must treat them with empathy. If we want them to take care of their health, their words, and their emotions, it starts with us taking care of ourselves. Sometimes it's not about giving big speeches. It's about being consistent, being present, and setting the example. 3. Help them spot bad influences. Warn your children about those who encourage violence, disrespect, or taking the easy way out. Even if we don't always say it outright, this principle remains vital. Our children will encounter paths that promise quick results, instant acceptance, or questionable benefits. It could be a group of friends, an online trend, or a shortcut that looks tempting. Our role as adults is to help them develop the antennae to detect what's not right for them. It's not about forbidding everything or living in fear, but about giving them the tools to say, "That's not for me." And for that, they need to feel safe, heard, and valued at home. Are you enjoying the video? If so, give us a thumbs up and, more importantly, share it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead. This community is for everyone, and it belongs to all of us. For wisdom is also found in everyday life. The most important lessons aren't only in books or deep conversations. They're in daily life, in how we resolve a conflict, in how we react to mistakes, in how we manage our emotions. That's why every moment is an educational opportunity. When we help our children understand their frustrations, when we explain why something wasn't fair, or when we let them try things on their own, even if they make mistakes, we're planting seeds of wisdom. 5. Fear of making mistakes doesn't educate, but dialogue does. Our children need to understand that their choices have consequences for their well-being, their relationships, and their future. But this message should come through dialogue, not fear. Modern parenting is no longer about fear of punishment, but about building awareness. The goal isn't blind obedience out of fear, but thoughtful choices. For that, they need to have a voice at home, to express their doubts, and to feel that their opinions matter. Parenting means guiding, not controlling. These tips remind us of what truly matters: to be a guide for our children. Not through control, but through companionship. Not through imposition, but through conversation. Not through perfection, but through presence. Today, more than ever, children and teens need adults who don't have all the answers, but who are willing to learn alongside them. Who might not know everything but are ready to listen to their questions. True wisdom isn't just knowing a lot. It's living with purpose. And that, as parents, is something we can nurture every single day.